Hey, it's Brandon from Flesh and Blood Brothers coming at you with a little quick video. I just saw a new article posted on the Flesh and Blood official website, and we had some big news for the Blitz and classic constructed format. So they opened it up with saying that Briar has clearly been the best deck in classic constructed since release, winning 63% of official events. Sorry, 63% of the points available from events. And yeah, today's announcement aims to improve play experience as well as rebalance the format. So they're making an errata to balance the game a little bit better. And obviously, if you've been following the scene or in tournaments lately, you know that Briar, both in Blitz and Classic Constructed, has been crazy. Um, you know, the design intent for Briar was to make a non-attack card that defended for 2 more playable by enabling them to defend for 3. But the way that her power has been proccing multiple times per turn when she deals damage through multiple effects that give her go again and arcane damage and chip damage, stuff like that, the 2 defense cards would typically block for 4 or 5. So she's rewarded, her defense is rewarded by staying on the offense um, a bit too much. So instead of blocking for 4 or 5, they wanted to block for 3. So um, basically, what they're doing is a major change. They're effective immediately. Both adult and young versions of Briar are receiving the functional errata, so her ability that creates embodiment of Earth tokens will trigger only once per turn. So, and it'll now say the first time an attack action card you control deals damage to an opposing hero each turn, create an embodiment Earth token, and then this remains unchanged. The second time you play a non-attack, you create an embodiment of lightning. So, yeah, for more of the background, for heroes based on attacking, Briar consistently creates a damned if you do, damned if you don't game experience, or if you don't defend or attack, she stacks up an embodiment of Earth tokens that enable her defending hand to trade more favorably. And then if you do defend her attacks to prevent embodiments of Earth from accumulating, you have very few cards left to mount a counterattack of your own. It's in the second example that the modal nature of design flaw is most apparent. The same cards that could have defended for 4 plus also allow Briar to leverage every tempo advantage she gains, creating a vicious loop that is not fun to play against for most heroes, and I do agree. Um, it is pretty impressive to when she can go off and have 3 or 4 embodiment of Earths, and you throw a tall attack back with your measly little hand, and she can pretty much full block it with one non-attack card that's base 2 defense. So, um, yeah, internal development was aware of Briar's play patterns, but not to the extent that it was magnified by the gameplay observed in the communities and large-scale events. Um, so yeah, and going with that, 2 major problem cards in that deck are being banned in Classic Constructed. So Ball Lightning is now banned, and Plunder Run is now banned. And if you guys don't know, I'll pull up both of those cards real quick. So let's start with Plunder Run. That came in Arcane Rising as a generic. Plunder Run. So, Plunder Run says the next time an attack action card you control hits this turn, draw a card, and when you play it from the arsenal, that attack gains +3. So the major problem with this is it's the next time an attack hits, not the next attack. So heroes like Briar and Chain, they can throw together 2, 3 attacks, attack action cards on their turn because they have a lot of go again resources, and it would create just huge, ridiculous turns that really got out of hand. And then the second card is Ball Lightning. That came in Tales of Aria. Ball Lightning, where you at? Lightning. Ball Lightning. Yeah, pretty ridiculous card. It's free. Attacks for 3. Has Go Again. Whenever a lightning or elemental action card would deal damage, instead it deals that much damage plus 1. So this is crazy impressive when you had 2 or 3 ball lightnings in the same hand, regardless of what color they are. Um, damage is just leaking through and being amplified left and right, so it just made for a crazy turn. So, starting February 2nd, 2022, um, they're going to have Ball Lightning and Plunder Run banned from Classic Constructed. And then Blitz, Ball Lightning will be banned, but you can still use Plunder Run. Duskblade banned was already previous to that. Oh, okay. They're bringing forward the ban and restricted date. So effective January 17th, um, other than in the Australian New Zealand Nationals, you cannot use Ball Lightning or Plunder Run anymore. So they go on to say Plunder Run is normally 6 to 9 copies in Briar and Chain decks. That's true. While drawing multiples of the card is clunky. Um, it is often the linchpin of the spikiest turn that are often irrecoverable from. I agree. Lightning Presence Spellbound Creepers is pretty bonkers as well. Plunder Run frequently makes hand evaluation default to defend with my entire hand and hope for the best. Um, yeah, Ball Lightning looks innocuous on the surface, but um, they banned it mostly around the Briar deck's consistency of using it. Yeah, it's typically a 6 of in Classic and 4 of in Blitz. Um, so yeah, post Errata and bans, we expect Briar to continue to be a competitive deck that is also enjoyable to play against, and I do agree with that. These changes don't cripple her from a design standpoint. That's just kind of reeling in a ridiculous uh, sequence of events that can happen to make her block for like 4 or 5 or even 6 with the 2 defense cards. So I like the changes overall. I do agree that they will make the game more healthy and kind of open up the meta a bit more because way too many people were playing Briar. So I like these changes a lot. And let me know in the comments what you think. If you're a Briar player, do you think this will make you stray to another hero, or do you think you'll continue to be focusing on being competitive with Briar? And then as a chain player myself, I do have 6 Plunder Runs to swap out of my deck now, so it'll be very interesting and very curious on what people replace this with. I think I might replace my Plunder Runs with like Red Movian Skies, for example, um, to give an attack Go Again and create Rune Chance. So let me know what you guys think. What are you going to use to replace these cards in your decks? And yeah, I just wanted to make this quick little video for you guys and discuss this while it's hot. And I'll see you in the next video.